0-0. Best spirited athletes.
Right, he's everyone's best friend out here.
Yes.
He's really well liked amongst his peers and the fans.
Point.
Easy guy to cheer for.
Well, he's one of those players that doesn't take it too seriously, but still shows up competitively every
1-0.
single match that he participates in.
Point. Two zero.
Nice.
Good adjustment from Jack. Look, the wind is gusting right now, right? Balls that look like they're going to go to your forehand like that one, it kind of sails over the backhand. He does a good job. We'll see it on the replay here. It looks like it's going to be a high, easy forehand volley, and it kind of keeps going over. And because you can't take a step into that kitchen, it's a tricky adjustment.
2-0. Side out.
Ball sails on Jaume, and to talk about the wind again, it's a little swirly. It's, you know, it's one side is maybe a little bit downwind, but it's not an obvious one side into the wind, one side against the wind. Or sorry, excuse me, downwind.
Zero.
Sail long, and this is a big match for Jack. Like we said, Hunter, he's trying to see if he can catch Hunter Johnson in the race. Hunter default earlier today. I'm sure Jack's aware of that and knows that he's not only got to win this match, but probably win a couple more to try to close that gap on Hunter Johnson.
Jack seems to be a player that plays better with a chip on his shoulder in that regard.
Totally. And Jack's also a guy, too, that plays well and plays better in like a high energy situation. You know, he wants the lively crowd and fun points. He's a shot maker. You know, this start's obviously not ideal for him down 5-0. He needs to kind of re-engage mentally. And you know, sometimes with him, that's just a fun shot. He's a guy that can he run around and hit an inside-out forehand, then run up and slide and hit an angle. And he's a dangerous player in that regard because you could be up 5-0 like Jaume, and you lose one of these fun points to Jack, and it kind of ignites him.
Side out. Zero.
Oh, Jaume thought he had command of the point. He did.
That's for the
crowd going.
Well, Jack was content with just saying, I'm going to stay at the baseline. I'm going to prove that I can beat you from the baseline. I'm not going to come in. And we see Jaume smiling. He actually kind of got the upper hand there and was the first one to try to hit the approach on come in and pushes it wide.
Point.
Jack Sock on the board.
1-5. Side out.
You see Jack get around that backhand side on the tennis court. He did that well too. He's really dynamic and powerful with the footwork when it comes to running around the backhand side of his body.
Side out. I
like the way these two are bantering back and forth in the middle of points.
Both of them have fun personalities.
Oh, no way. Jaume Martinez Vich gets there, and Jack Sock entertains him with one more winning shot.
And how about the speed from Jaume getting to those balls? I feel like if we took every player and did a 20-yard sprint,
Yes.
he might come out on top. He's that fast.
I would love to actually do that. I want to know who the fastest player is.
I think we should do that. Winner gets 100 ranking points.
There you go.
Know?
Men
Put
and
something
women.
on it.
I think it'd be.
Oh.
Have a whole combine. Jaume saying he's seen too many videos.
They don't even need us right now. They've got running commentary during this match.
You are well known, he says.
5-2.
Sometimes that is the play in pickleball, though, to go right at the person. You know, the angle's taken away. Oh.
Point. Six, 2. Point. Timeout, receiver 72.
Jack's not afraid to utilize his timeouts. He's a guy that...
I have bad bunions. Wish they'd disappear.
Lapiplasty.
Sup, future me. And no bunions. How?
Lapiplasty.
Lapiplasty corrects bunions at the source, meaning you're back in sneakers in weeks.
Lapiplasty.
Weeks! The future of bunion surgery is here. Learn more at lapiplasty.com. Risks include infection, pain, and loss of correction.
But a fun matchup continues courtside. Oh.
That was a great cat and mouse pickle point. Jaume had the entire court open. Didn't need to make it so cute at the end, but was fortunate to get the let court.
8-2. Point.
This return, not what the doctor ordered for Jack Sock. Jack Sock will be in action in men's doubles later on tonight with his buddy Colin Schick to cap our coverage on center. Oh.
Jack kind of came to the net on a two-handed slice approach. He's got a lot of trickery in his pickleball bag. I guess this has the feel of a women's match a little bit right now, right? They're not coming to the net. They're staying back.
Point.
Why else would that be? Just the respect for the other's passing shots?
Yeah, it's a little bit of both. I think they both have great passing shots. They're also having a little bit of fun.
Side out. Nine, 3. Point.
Just deep and a game point for Jaume Martinez Vich.
Game point. 10-3.
Oh.
Wow.
A feisty ATP from Jack Sock.
And that was an ATP almost from the baseline. He did such a good job of, he actually curled that around the net post. See what kind of, we don't have a perfect angle on it here, but if you see here, he's kind of halfway between the baseline and the net. You just see how talented he is with what he can do with the paddle and the wrist.
Oh, a showman's shot. from Jack Sock, leaping overhead finish. Crowd like that one. Jack Sock started the year with a Grand Slam bronze medal win. The Masters. That's deep for Jack Sock.
He did everything right except execute that final volley.
Game point. 10-4. Point game, timeout, change ends.
Fumbled it. Jaume takes the first, 11-4, and the 7th seed sitting pretty as we take a break and head to game 2 from this round of
Point.
just deep. Jack Sock takes the early lead in game 2.
Two zero.
That's pretty. Jack Sock just showing off now in game 2.
Yeah, that shot there, there's not a lot of players that are going to hit a clean winner on the high backhand side. That just goes to show how strong
3-0.
Jack is with the right shoulder and the right rotator cuff. The fact that he can generate that power on that side and just hit it right by a Jaume Martinez Vich, who's one of the fastest players in pickleball.
Got concerts warming up over on Pickleball Boulevard. If you're hearing some beats in the background, that's where they're coming from.
Point.
5-0 lead for Jack Sock in game 2.
Five zero. Line out.
Find the backhand and use it.
And we'll see if Jaume gets a little more serious. He's usually got a smile on his face, but he is down 5-0 in game 2. He tries to lock in. That return is just a laser beam.
Point.
This is definitely the friendliest matchup we've seen so far today on center.
1-5. Point.
Clean backhand winner, not something you see all the time in pickleball.
Jaume made it to one final this year, also made it to the final here last year.
Point. Timeout, receiver 3-5.
Also has 3 bronze medals to his name this season, does Jaume Martinez Vich since whoa.
Bye now.
And it's almost as if Jack's being a little stubborn right now, saying, I'm going to stay back at the baseline and beat you with pace.
He looked over to the bench saying, wow.
Point.
Going to drift a little wide. It was just the approach shot from Martinez Vich had so much pace, Jack actually wasn't able to catch up with it.
Yeah, I like Jack at the net way more than baseline in this particular matchup. Just, I think physically has a better reach.
Absolutely.
The kitchen.
And he's talented on both sides.
Yeah.
The forehand, the backhand. We saw earlier he's won 4 Grand Slams in tennis and doubles, and a lot of that was due to what he could do at the net in tennis. And that just translated over into pickleball so nicely for him.
Oh,
And because Jaume doesn't have the height, it's, you know, he struggles a little bit more at the net. I think that's why we see him stay back, just because he knows he can't come to the net on anything.
Right.
Like, have you ever seen a guy so happy for his opponent?
No.
After they've hit a great passing shot. That's why he's liked by everyone. You know, when it comes to the Major League Pickleball, everyone wants Jaume on their team, right?
Slide out.
Gives it right back.
Four, 6. Point.
Another missed return from Jack Sock. Jaume within 1.
5, 6. Point.
And just one too many errors from Jack, and especially in game 2 here. Most of these 6 points that Jaume's won have come off Sock errors.
Six. Point.
No miss. Is there on the read, just overcooked it.
And I think because Jaume is so fast, it does put a little extra pressure on the opponent to put some of these high balls a little closer to the line, or maybe a little more pace on some of them.
Point.
2-point lead now over to Jaume Martinez Vich in the closing stretch. First of 2 matches on center for Jack Sock. He'll be in action in men's doubles later on tonight.
Point.
Drive down. I'm going to go check out. I'm just going to buy a ticket like a fan.
Well, please
watch some good
stop by,
pickleball.
join us in the booth. We'd love to have you.
Point.
And Jack's missed 5 or 6
High
ball.
forehands,
You're right.
too.
Balls, forehands and backhands up in the shoulder height. It's very uncharacteristic of him.
Match point.
Match points for Jaume Martinez Vich
10-6.
to solidify his entrance into the finals. Comes December. Just chipped it down the line. That is so good from Jaume Martinez Vich, and an embrace of friendship.